Christine and our students. And what I'd also like folks to consider right now, we haven't done this, but I'm just going to propose it. We're 2 students committed suicide, and would you mind joining me in a moment of silence to recognize their lives? Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to keep my comments a little brief today, but I wanted to recognize the effect of suicide in our community. And one of the things that we've been working on as a board are these wraparound supports. And we talked about it during the budget discussion about all of the additional things that we've always needed, that our staff and our families and our educators have also said we need this to be able to serve all students equitably and fairly. And I want to just re-emphasize what I said about please join us in channeling your advocacy and the story of what's going to happen when these resources are not replenished to you as a parent, to you as a staff member, to you as a student. Stories work in the legislature more than anything else. And so I want to publicly share the ways that our resources have affected my child, who is also a student here. And as a reminder for all of us, I believe everyone has had, is a parent currently, or has had students who have recently graduated. So we're not only, a customer, or what's that phrase? I'm not the president, I'm also a client, yeah. I also experienced it as a parent. And so the difference of the things that the board has enacted, just from the perspective of being a parent and my student. My student being able to be celebrated as a member of the LGBTQI community during Pride Month was fantastic, and it allowed them to see themselves as being valued in school. My student is protected under Washington State civil rights and law for that very specific purpose. My student, my child, has benefited from the counseling supports that we've invested in to help with very significant mental health issues. My student has been benefiting from social workers who have come in and helped think through creative wraparound solutions to what she's experiencing in school. My student has had very increased staffing ratios and very specific differentiated supports because they are on an IEP. And my student is one of those students who is elevating our being served by levy dollars, even though it's a state obligation. My student has also been right on the cusp of some very significant mental health and suicidal ideation issues. And what I want to offer to the comments around gender identity and expression and sexual orientation, these are civil rights laws that we are required to honor. So from a basic, just legal compliance place, every student and their family is allowed to exist as they are in our schools. And it's morally imperative that we wrap around our students wherever they are, as they're learning about who they are as a person and who they are in their family and their community. We have to help them understand who they are. And I'm kind of flubbing my words right now, but I will never not support civil rights law. I will never not support, and that includes the right for freedom of religion. But the problem that I want to just also elevate is freedom from religion freedom to practice your religion does not mean that you get to enforce your religion on someone else. So I also want to thank Rama for being a proud Muslim student and being able to be up here in her hijab and talk about her experience. She gets to exist as she is, and your student, whatever your denomination, gets to exist as they are, and we can engage in critical conversations and learn. But we cannot subject each other based on our individual ideologies. And we are not allowed to discriminate against students who identify as gay or lesbian or transgender. It is against the law. So I'll just stop there. Thank you.